when people want to run the football, this is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10.
11 mighty. 11 mighty. What is that? 12. 12. 12. That?
Burrow will throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering, and now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room.
Yellow, yellow.
In motion goes the tight end. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. That one caught by Rice. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. Final shot before the half for Mahomes. Touchdown! A great effort there. In the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff. And the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10, right at the 30.
Attack, attack!
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Yellow.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Yellow. Yellow. What's that?
To throw, it's Mahomes. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one. Mahomes now to throw. On the move to his left. A wild throw there, and it is intercepted. Picked by Logan Wilson. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
12. 11 Thomas. 11.
Right back to Brown. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Chase Brown, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals have retaken a third-quarter lead.
You get in a second and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now 17-14. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Throwing now is Mahomes. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. A quick throw going to be caught by Worthy. They'll give him 4 yards there, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Yellow.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. And Xavier Worthy, 57 yards. And the Chiefs have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
Pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdowns scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Here we go. Stop.
Now it's Burrow. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
11.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Inside the 10. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, If they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
Easy.
Mahomes quickly complete out wide. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. With touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Andy Reid never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for 2. Mahomes will throw for it. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Gun. Dot.
Burrow going to get this out to Chase. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
You've got to come out with a renewed sense of purpose, and that's a nice way to kick off the drive with good yardage and a first down.
Here we go.
Now Burrow. Steps away to his left, and he'll just get rid of it.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
A third quarter action from Kansas City, 2nd down and 10.
11.
Now it's Burrow. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Again, it's Burrow. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. He's to the 15. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase, 57 yards. And the Bengals have cut it back within a score. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that will get him one closer. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter, despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive.
15.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. There's a short one caught by Johnson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Got him in. It's Brown. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Hollywood with the first down grab, and that's something they like to see in the offense, but what they really want to see is explosion. Ever since he's entered the league, he's been a long ball receiver, And the Chiefs hope that trend continues as they try to win their 3rd straight Lombardi Trophy come February. Quarterback Patrick Mahomes says, "Go long, Hollywood. I'll find you."
Here's Johnson with a reception. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And a catch made by Johnson. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Yellow.
Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. Oh, and that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Yellow.
Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. Mahomes to throw once more. Got a man. It's Johnson. End zone for a Chiefs touchdown. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Chiefs are on their way to a 2-0 start. So that one, his 4th touchdown catch of the game, one behind the all-time record of 5. Butker now to add the extra point. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Bengals drive about to get going. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
Looking deep here for Chase. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for Cincinnati. 46 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Here we go. 11,
now
11.
Burrow changing the look.
11 MT tape. 11 MT tape. Stop.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Easy to tell who they're targeting on this drive. He caught the first 2 passes, but then this time unable to hook up.
But I don't think that stops them from continuing to go back to him, do you?
No.
I mean, they've got a plan. They're trying to execute it.
And after that second catch, I saw him in the huddle. He said, hey, let's go back one more time. Didn't work there. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Mike Gesicki, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bengals have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. And now a fake on the jet sweep and a give to Jones. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. Now I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Flushed out right. Open man downfield is Johnson. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. They go play fake. Mahomes. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. They came with a safety blitz, and Daxton Hill got home. Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And, he takes a shot at the end of that play.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Again, it's Johnson. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop him. Now Mahomes. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's second and 1. And again, it's Mahomes eluding the pressure right. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. So add another one into the touchdown column. What a game. That is now 6 touchdown passes for him so far in this one. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. This is 1st and 10.
Gun. Dot. 11, Thomas. 11 MT. 12. 11 Mighty. Dot.
Here's Burrow. Pass complete to Higgins. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Burrow bats it forward. It's a jet sweep. Oh, and that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a...
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
11.
Burrow. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
11 MT, Tate. 11. Dot.
Throwing, Burrow. Open man downfield is Chase. He's got it. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Penalties not what they needed here. 1st and 15. Now Burrow changing things up here. To throw, Burrow. Looking deep here for Chase. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Chiefs are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101. When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Interesting. Mahomes wants to throw it. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And got his man complete. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
And if it wasn't over before, it is now. Looking for that one final 1st down. They got it and then some. And if they play things right from here on out, that should just about assure them a victory.
And that went to the right side and incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Hey, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack for Mahomes and company. Now back to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Xavier Worthy, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Chiefs tack on another score as they have dominated this 4th quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that will make this a 19-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
Here we go.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did that? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.